Offering my humble salutations at the lotus feet. I'll say Om Shri Sai Ram softly, but you all together say it very loudly. Om Shri Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram.
Once again. Om Shri Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram.
Can we have louder for the last time? Om Shri Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram.
Just to keep you alert, that's it, nothing. What time you all get up regularly here? 4:30? 4 o'clock? So now this is the time he'll be little dense now, so how many of you are feeling these 14 days is so quickly over, or it is finally over? How many people are feeling that? How many of you are feeling these 14 days are very quickly are over? Hey, how many of you, maybe the balance there are feeling, finally it is over. Am I right? Did you enjoy the 14 days, last 2 weeks?
Yes.
Huh? No marks for it, you can be very open and tell that. Did you like this discipline? How many of you really, sometime, this should have been just 1 week, I think. How many of you, honestly, see, you have to tell Swami within you. How many of you felt little bit, it's getting little too long? Okay, you can tell Swami. Don't worry about here. Good. A Sai student goes through for years together. That's how we are trained. If we are joined in, say, after 10th class, so till postgraduate, I did. Of course, I'm here, born and brought up here, but very strict rigorous from 7 years. You're lucky you're getting only 14 days, but you're getting entire thing in a package. Very happy to see your team. That first day also I mentioned that I'm so happy to see this young team from Australia. Why again I'm reiterating is, Baba always gave preference to children and the young men, young adults. The reason is they have longer duration and longer time to influence, once they can inculcate, they have time and the energy to spread whatever he has come to teach. That's why he was all the time concentrating on young adults, the youth, the children. Because here we have can we just switch off this fan? Is it required? Maybe it will disturb. After a little while we can again switch it on if it's a little warmer. It's a beautiful system where Baba brought all of us to his feet and gave not only the knowledge or wisdom of inner self, but also teachings, knowledge of what you require to live in this world. We were all brought to his lotus feet. We did our studies well, we did our graduation, post-graduation, which will make us eligible to get any good job anywhere in the world. But at the same time, he gave us knowledge which makes us a beautiful human beings. a lovely human beings, a loving human beings. This put together has created so much of positivity in Sai community, and the community wherever these wonderful children have gone, that the way they conduct themselves have brought in many, many devotees into Sai fold. And I fervently hope and pray to Swami to bless this very group, that wherever you go, you will reflect a bit of Swami in whichever, whether it is a school, college, or you're at home, or you're in an office space, wherever you are. Even you're in a mall, you're in a theater also, you go for a movie also, you can be, there is a difference between someone who is influenced or a mark of Sai. What did Baba expect from us? Baba always said, I have come to give, my hand is never like this. I am a giver. True, very much true, because God is the giver. Whatever we see, whatever we have is God given. The earth we walk, the air that we breathe, the water we drink, the warmth we feel, and the space we feel around, we see around, everything is gifted by God. Many times we are unmindful of it, because we have a mind which compartmentalizes everything, and it starts with I, me, mine. It starts doing that. That is why Baba has come again to give us that beautiful lesson. And Baba beautifully says, a life is a journey from I to we. I to we. It is not alone. It is your safety, your security lies in a group. Individually you are vulnerable. That's why we have formed societies. That's why we have colonies. That's why we have a particular groups. So that wisdom is there for security, but if we can understand that there is an underlying thread of God within each one of us, actually that is the flashpoint where genuine love will emanate from that. The moment you know that the God who resides in you also resides in the neighbor, will you ever criticize someone? If you think the Swami is within you and Swami is within somebody else also, once you start believing, will you ever scold or abuse a person? You won't. Will you ever criticize a person? No, because the moment you firmly believe and start experiencing that Swami is in everybody, you will not be able to criticize, you will not be able to abuse, you will be always respectable, loving towards others. Once we were all children sitting with Baba. Baba said, what will you do for me? One young man, like any one of you at that time, said, Baba, we are willing to die for you. Then Baba looked at him and said, what do I will do with dead bodies? I want to live for me, not die for me. God is never anything negative. You should always remember, God is only positivity. It's only positiveness. Absolute positivity. There's no scope for any kind of disheartenment, any kind of negativity, any kind of depression, nothing. There's only positivity, joy, happiness. That's why Millions of people come to Prasanthi Nilayam. Today, so many, even Baba is not there. Today, in physical form, Baba is not there. Am I right? Am I right? Say yes, there is no problem. It's a fact. We can't see him. It's a fact. But a group of Australian youth, 52 of girls, 34, 38 of young boys, decides to come and spend 14 days in this very abode. Why? Why? Have you thought about it? Just ask yourself, why am I here? Why did I decide to come for 2 weeks? Because your parents told you to come? Is it so? Your father and mother were coming, so you tagged along? Or they are coming anyhow, they also said you join this group, you will get a group photograph in Kulwant Hall? What is it? No. It's not so. You have decided to be here and you are being called by Bhagawan. You must always remember. It is not by chance that you are here, but by choice of Swami you are here. You always remember this in your imprint in your heart, that you are not by your choice you have come here. It is by choice of Swami you have come here, because anybody coming into Prasanthi Nilayam is his own call. He has to take a call whether you should come in or not. So, it is Swami who has called you here for some purpose which you may not understand. Be a young film. I was also going through like this. Many times when he sits with us and chats, many a time, we don't understand at that point in time. But sometime in future, sometime in life, you will just look back and say, oh, this is a blessing which I am carrying when I was with him. Spend some time for God. We expect Baba is to say, how will you get, you are employed somewhere. You know, part-time jobs are there. You know, no, that part-time jobs are there. If you work for part-time, you get a full payment or part payment? Will you get what will you get? Part payment or full payment? For a part-time job, only part-time payment. Only full-time job, full payment. Baba used to always say, if you have a part-time devotion, my part-time grace only will be there. If you want full-time grace, you have to be full-time devoted to us. Again, the beauty of Swami is, full-time devotion means leave everything like how you have done this 14 days and be here. No. Whatever you are doing, Baba never discouraged anybody from doing any worldly activities. Nothing. In fact, he would ask all of us, what's the grade you are getting? If you are not doing well, he will be very, hey, why you are not doing, lazy fellow? You must work hard. What is this? He will very reprimand you and very nicely and tell you you are not supposed to be lagging behind. He'll always encourage you to get good grades. He will ask you, the next boy, whenever results come we used to have little tension coming for darshan. Earlier we used to be very joyfully coming for darshan. But the result days we are all tensed up because Swami will ask which grade you got. What is your marks? How much percentage you got? Then the neighbor got it some O grade and you got A grade, then you have it. He says why he is able to get O grade, why you are not getting O grade. That means you are neglected it. So he always encouraged young people to fare well in their life, not to neglect. Spirituality is not neglecting your worldly life, but spiritualizing every life, every day-to-day life is the true spirituality. That is Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba way of entire. That's why he is attracting so many millions of people across. You are not to leave anything behind. You don't need to do that. You can really find a good job. He will ask, hey, what is your salary? If you say some small salary, he will say, no, try some good job, get some good, try for next opening, or you get some more qualifications so that you are better. Yes, he encouraged everybody to fare well in their lives. He never wanted all the time mendicants or some people renunciates. No. It's not possible and not given to everybody. It's not like that. So, you are expected to do whatever the worldly sense, whatever is required, but Sai way. That is what Swami is teaching. It's all about that. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, he would even say, if somebody bought a smaller car, he says, why you small car? Why don't you get a bigger car? When somebody comes to for blessing, he'll say, how many bedroom flat you're buying? 1 bedroom? No, buy 2 bedroom. Why 1 bedroom? Tomorrow somebody else will come, your family will expand. He'll encourage people. Having a worldly possessions is not at all anything less spiritual. You must know this. Having less desires inside is spiritual. But possessing anything is, without desire, how do we get? No, it is not so. You have it, but you are not influenced by that. You don't revel in that. You don't get lost into that. That is what Baba has come to teach us. That's why he said, even you can get married. There's no issue. Baba himself used to perform marriages. He's not against any marriage. You have children, you have their naming ceremony, he does it. He names the children when they come back. With the baby, they come, he names the children. He gives there is a Indian system, there is a tonsuring. Even he would put one scissors, traditionally they do. All that he used to do. Why I am explaining you all this is, spirituality is the way of life. It is not something apart from or away from your life. Please remember, talk high spirituality and go back. I told Murali also, I will not do that, because I have Baba groomed from like how you are all. From like that I have been groomed. So I know what he expected, at least from us. From me, I very clearly I understood what he was. You need to spiritualize your life. It is not that you leave everything for spiritual life. There is no spiritual life apart from your regular. We don't have 3-4 lives. Spiritual life, family life, maybe recreation life. We don't have like that. We have one life. Am I right? We have also single mind. We don't have so many multiple minds. Spiritual mind, Prasanthi mind, Sydney mind, Adelaide mind. No. We don't have. We have one single mind. Wherever we go, we take that mind. So we need to spiritualize that. Not segregate spirituality or say only when you go to Samiti, you to be spiritual. See, how Baba has created is coming to Prasanthi, when you are coming to the abode of Swami and the children here. You know why Baba said white dress? Do you know why Baba has chosen white dress, or he said all the children uniform is white dress? Do anybody know? What is it? There are 2 things. Baba used to say, you will have to maintain this white dress. Even a small stain will be seen. So that's why I chosen a white dress, so that it would be spotless. It need not be whichever color it is, whichever white, bright white, not so bright white, or light white, whatever you call that. But it should be spotless. Because white is immediately, you can, even a small dot you can make out. Baba said it should be like that. You should be, your life also, anything can be visible. So you will be very, you have to maintain that very clearly. That's why he said white dress. Secondly, the moment you wear white dress like this, nobody knows who is rich, who is poor, who have got influence, who can be affluent. Baba kept that purposely for all our, any uniform, but he chose this white because he never wanted any marks or any stains on that, so you will maintain. Secondly, any uniform, when he gave a uniform, anybody looks same. Equality. It looks very same. All the students are in white uniform. Otherwise, you can afford a particular branded one. I may not be able to afford something. So he created an equal looking, beautiful uniform, and it is a soothing. If you imagine, if you have red color or some very dark green color or any color is always, it has unknowingly it has got some effect on us. Not all the colors, a combination of colors is always an effect on the. Imagine if leaves are all red or blue, how you would have felt. God created a green leaves. Imagine the amount of green that is there, it never hurts your eye, agitates you. It only soothes you. Because that's the nature. Imagine if it's all red, all of us could be agitated. If it's blue, it will be dull, Have you ever thought? Why, if it is not, just imagine all the trees have got a reddish, very red leaves. How agitating it will be everywhere you go. It irritates your psyche. Am I right? If you go and talk to your psychology people, they may tell you. So, it's all soothing effect it has. It's a white, it looks very bright and we are not dull. Imagine a dark shirt and everything is dark and you don't feel good and you don't feel very... So life is all about being enthusiastic, being full of energy. And young people, actually at this age we should be, the moment anybody comes into our company, we should generate that positive vibes. Baba used to always tell us, hey, don't be castor oil face. He never likes anybody droopy face like this, no. He always wanted people to be bright, cheerful, smiling, all the time. Because when somebody comes and says, oh, this boring guy is gone, I am happy a little bit. There should not be a time when people look for you to leave. People should be very happy to be in your part. How will they be happy? A crying man, can he make anybody else happy? Is it possible? No. Only a person who is smiling, a person who is happy, only can give happiness to others. So we need to inculcate to be happy. We need to inculcate that habit of be at peace with your own self. For that, what you need to do, Swami has given a beautiful, very beautiful, you need to spend some time in a day. Spend 10 minutes with yourself, at least in a day. Vivekananda said, if you don't meet yourself, you would have missed meeting a beautiful person in your life. Meet your own self. How many of us do that? We don't. We're all the time in the group, we are all the time external. How much time we just close our eyes and say, hey, this is what I am. Please do that, you will find a beautiful person, I'm telling you. That is what Baba taught all of us. Know your own self. Not that Brahman, Atman and all, I'm not teaching you that. Just know yourself and know what you are. Watch your thoughts, what you're thinking. The best guru, best judge, best God is within you. The God whom we are searching is not outside. He is within you and within you alone. You came now, just took a mic, in the beginning you were speaking. So he took a microphone, what did you observe? He closed his eyes. Why did he close your eyes? Why did you close your eyes? You are praying. That means what? God is, now a nice chair is there, Swami's picture is there. Even how many of you, when you go to Mahasamadhi, you all close your eyes and pray, right? Am I right? Why do we go to Mahasamadhi and don't watch it, don't see, close the eyes and pray? Why do we do that? Yeah? No distraction. What distraction is there when you are in Samadhi, in front of Samadhi? Only want to see Swami, so close your eyes. How is that? Why do we do that? We are doing it without knowing, but the reason why we close our eyes is God is within, He is not outside. How many of you say prayer when you go to Mahasamadhi, Samadhi area? How many of you say some prayer? Some prayer you will be doing, right? Will you, all of you, I think, all of you will say something to Swami, am I right? No, nobody is talking to Swami. Huh? Are you saying or no? Are you saying loudly or are you saying inside? Are you saying loudly or inside? When you are saying inside, how do you know that Baba will listen? Nobody can listen. Not even you cannot listen. You say so softly inside, Baba, please get me a good job. Or whatever, get me my car, let my father gift me car, whatever. Huh? Or let my teacher be not so strict in my exam papers when he's writing. Am I right? Some prayer you are saying, but you are saying inside. Nobody heard. Then who heard it? And not one of you. Each one of you is doing the same thing. Then how can Swami hear? So many people are saying at the same time near Samadhi, so many prayers. How is he listening? Is it possible? You close eyes first thing. Have you thought about it? You close your eyes, you say something inside, and you are expecting that Swami will listen to that. Am I right? We are doing it. Why? Because where is God? God is inside. That Swami is within us. Remember, that's why we are doing this. Otherwise, it will be something we need to check up. Why will we do that? Are we crazy? Are we mad? Why are we going and closing our eyes and saying a prayer? Whether knowingly or unknowingly, that is what the reality is. The God is within. That's why entire humanity is, then that must be psychic. Everybody is praying, everybody is going, everybody is saying a prayer inside. Why? Because God is in each one of us. Because that Swami whom we pray is within. That's why he can listen to you. My prayer is answered. Who told you? You did not take a mic and talk to him, or you never told anything. How did he answer? Because he is within. That's why you close your eyes. All of us go to Sanctum Sanctorum and close our eyes and pray. Why? We go to have darshan, then we close eyes. Because God is not external, God is within. Always remember. So God is within, God is listening to your prayer, God can be seen only within. When you are carrying God, what we should do? We should reflect only Him. That is what Baba has come to teach us. Reflect means, what you are saying, can't I go to movie? No, you can. I am not saying please go to movie. No, sorry, I am not recommending you. If you don't like, but there is no harm. There is nothing. So, young people should not be, you be free. Please relax. Swami is like our friend. Swami is the best friend you can ever have. You can share anything with him. Please be very sure. You can share. I tell him everything. Even if I have a fight with my wife, I tell him. You can. He's a friend because you can't avoid him. Know that. Can you avoid him? It's not possible. He is there everywhere, in your bathroom, in your bedroom, in everywhere. God is part of you. You are God yourself. That's why Swami said, I have come to teach you that. I am God, you are also God. Did any master tell this to anybody? No. Nobody has ever told this to their disciples. They have said all the other things, but Swami said, he also put you on par with him. I am also God. I am God, you are also God. Only difference is, I know it and you do not know it. I have come to teach you. I come to teach you that truth for you. I come to make you realize that you are also God. That's why he always addressed us not as devotees, not as sishyas, not as disciples. So he said, Divyatma Swarupulara, Prema Swarupulara, which means he equated each one of us with him himself. Because if God himself sees himself in everybody, that's why he said, Divyatma Swarupulara, Prema Swarupulara, the embodiment of love, embodiment of divine Atma. So each one of us have that divinity within us. And Swami will respond. The way Swami responds, how many have you ever, in last 14 days, you have done any time Ashtotra Namavali? No. Swami's 108 names are, that is there, right? Ashtotram is there. Anyhow, there is one beautiful name. It's all titles for God. It's all 108 titles of, which people have out of devotion. They said, you are very benevolent, you are very kind, you are merciful, you are compassionate. This is all in a language which is, that's how they have put 108 names. You are so and so like that. Baba used to always say, you all call my name so many things, you give me titles. You know what you are doing? To go from Sydney to Perth, you are going to Singapore and coming. Will anybody do that? If you have to go from Perth to Sydney, will you come to Kuala Lumpur and go? No, no? You go directly. Am I right? Is it? Which is more sensible thing? To go directly or come to Kuala Lumpur or Singapore and go? Which is go directly. Baba used to always say that, don't go by so many things, I am in your heart. Say Hrudayavasi, I'll direct go inside, talk to me, don't go around so much, don't give me so many titles. Anyway, in that one beautiful title which a devotee out of love, they have said is Sulabha Prasanna Namaha. Sulabha Prasanna Namaha, easy to please him, very easy to please him. Remember, very easy to please him, and he is such a lovely God, loving God, very quickly responds, very quickly. We don't try it, that's the problem. We are not doing it. How no, I come and just I go and pray, nothing happened. He is not ATM. Once in a way you go and just put a card and ask. You need to develop that contact. It's not like that. Even if your father is there, you don't look at him any time, and then once in a way when you want pocket money, Daddy, how are you and all, he'll say, this fellow is, am I right? You don't care for your mother, you don't go to kitchen, you don't help her, you don't greet her, you don't say ever, I love you. But whenever you need something, Mama, I need some little money, if you go, she may give you, she may oblige you. But what is her feeling towards you? What is his father's feeling for you? Am I right? So develop that contact with God, develop with Swami, the best friend, and share everything with him. In the morning, evening, you tell him. You tell him everything, he will guide you. You cannot hide anything from God. Share everything, okay? If you are seeing a girl, better tell him. Why sir they said Ratnakar sir is a trustee is coming and talking something. Why he is talking all this? Because Swami taught all of us this. To be in hand, to walk. Swami said, don't walk in front of me, I may not follow you. Don't walk behind me, because you may lose your way. Walk with me in hand. Hold my hand, I will hold you. Come walk with me, be my friend. That is what Baba said. We be anything. You had a breakup, tell him. Tell him. Share everything with him. Because nobody knows better than he. Nobody can know. Even yourself do not know what is in store for you more than he does. Everything you can share. You are having headache also, you tell him, I have a headache, Swami, today. You might be finding it little, why Ratnakar sir is coming and telling all this? No. It's not to make you, this is not spiritualized. You can be very happy. You got a promotion, just tell him, I got a promotion, I got little increment. You will see that he will make sure you will get your next promotion is quicker. Really. And keep sharing, even not only joy, the sorrow, the difficult times, everything. And we do what we do is, whenever we have difficulty only we go to Baba. And then say, Swami, I have some problem, solve it. Say both times, even we are joyful, happy, you share with him. But when we are happy, we will go to some nice restaurant, or when we are little down, we will go to Samiti and then... Am I right? Are we doing or not? Hey, let's be honest. Is it not? We are little down, we have some issue, let us see where is this Samiti, which is Samiti, Thursday bhajan or Sunday bhajan, we'll look for that. But the moment we are happy, we end up in cinema theater or some restaurant or outing and whatever. Am I right? Take Swami also along with you in outing. No problem. Do whatever you want. Please make God a part of you. That is the secret Swami taught us, and believe me, I learned that. That's why it's a massive organization. I was 40 when Swami put me into the trust. Just not easy. But we surrender to Swami, give everything to him. He solves every problem. He gives you, guides you. He's a wonderful guide. No Google, no GPS, nothing. It may miss the roads and it will not. The destination perfectly somebody lands you safely. Google can tell you, but safety it cannot ensure you. Am I right? It can show you. Okay, you take after 500 meters, take left, right. Am I right? But who knows in between what happens? Accident can cause somebody's come. But when you ask, not this GPS is whose GPS? God's GPS. Once you contact Him, He will safely drop you to whichever destination in life. Have Him as a guide. Have Him use His map, not Google Map. Google Map is only for going to some mall or something. Not for life, the destiny. Use God as a navigator. Keep God as a navigator for you. He will reach you to the best and right place. Keep talking to Him. Keep saying. Baba used to always, and he's very, very loving master. Very loving master. Very simple. And he's not like, God is simple. That is the beauty. Once we start being with Him, whatever little I had, little interaction with Swami, God is very simple. It's not complicated. Not at all. Not at all. We imagine things and we complicate things, but God is not like that. God is very simple. He's down to earth. He talks to us in the way we understand. Many times. Many times. Even I remember, I'll tell you one episode. We were few of us accompanying Baba for a trip. In one place, the vehicle gave little way. Means one of the vans which were, we had 10-15 of us were there, it broke down. So after a while, suddenly Baba's car stopped. I was in the rear car. Baba sent word and said, where is the third car? I understand Baba was all the time asking the driver whether the cars are following or not. So while we are going, he is keeping a watch on the cars which are following because he has taken us with him. So one car had a breakdown and so there are 10 of them in a van like that. We said it looks like it had a breakdown and they will join. He said okay, but now you keep a close follow-up with me and you don't miss out now, slowly keep coming. We'll find out next station. We called back and said this car has broken down and there is an issue and you go and help, and all that arrangements were made. We were going. Well, we were going. It so happened we had our driver, he wanted to ease himself. He wanted to go to bathroom. I said, no, you can't stop because Baba's car is going. You stop anywhere, it'll be a problem because the driver is watching us from the rear view window. You are not following. He's already been told and already one mishap has happened. They are not coming. Anyhow, but it has to happen. So we said we stopped somewhere and then we went for bathroom and came back. We started. I see Baba's car coming in opposite direction, in the reverse direction. I got a jolt of my life. I said, maybe are we going back? Because it's in the reverse direction. I was worried. We are annoyed. Baba is annoyed like that. Then after 50 meters, Baba stopped and then turned and we followed. Then after going back, after reaching, Baba asked what is the reason for the delay. We explained and Baba just joked and he said, good thing you stopped for his bathroom, otherwise he would have done it in the car and all that. He was just joking, it would have been a mess for you, all that. But what I learned is how careful, once he takes up the responsibility, how carefully he handles it and takes you to the... He never leaves you anywhere on the way. He is there with you all along. It is not only just literally I am saying. When you are part, you say, I am part of you, part of your mission, part of... I want to be you are never left anywhere on the way. Even if you by chance you leave out or you get stuck somewhere, He will still come back, make sure everything is all right and pick you back. So always make a God a companion. And this beautiful place, you must know this. Baba, when he came out, he was, how old was he when he came out of his house? You know that, na? You must have known this. He was hardly 14 years. Hardly 14 years when Baba came out of his house and said, no, I have the world to look after. And everybody thought he is little not okay. Naturally, in a pre-independent, still India was under British rule. Baba in a village like Puttaparthi, today you are able to come so beautifully, so easily, so comfortably. Those days, no. You have to come to Puttaparthi, you have to get down somewhere in a bus stop near 25 kilometers. Then you have to come by bullock cart. Then you have to come to one place near after Chitravati and get off. Then walk to this place. No toilets in Puttaparthi. There are no toilets, open place. Somewhere you have to go behind some bush or something and do your ablutions. So that kind of a situation. Baba started at the age of 14. He said, I have come for humanity. I come for you. My job is to take you along. So imagine from the age of 14 he started, and at the age of 25, please remember this, Swami's 25th birthday, Prasanthi Nilayam was inaugurated. At the age of 21, Swami laid foundation stone for Prasanthi Nilayam. How many of us even think of anything like this? 30s, mid-30s also we are struggling still, where to go, where to do job. To buy a bike or buy a small car, we are struggling. He started it at 14, 21. What was to become the headquarter of his spiritual mission worldwide, he laid a foundation at 21, inaugurated it by 25. And he dropped out of 8th standard. You should know, he is not Harvard or anything. He dropped out at 8th standard in a pre-independent India from a local school. Who you must be to influence, to wield so much influence? Something, don't you think, if you just normally think he is not ordinary? Definitely is not ordinary, am I right? Even if you think like that, he cannot be ordinary. How can anybody, 8th class dropout starts in university? Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? No, it cannot be. How will you think he is not a doctor, but he has no formal, even schooling is not completed, but he starts the best of the hospitals? How is it? How he did it? How he achieved it? Why when he talks, people, learned people, great scholars come and listen like children? Why? A school dropout should not. Who talks to whom? A professor talks to the school children, or school teacher, school dropout will talk to professors. Who talks to whom? In a normal sense. Some teacher or a professor or a learned man only speaks to people. Am I right? But here, the school dropout speaking to the all learned, all scholars are listening like children. Why? And they get corrected also when they talk. How? He is something extraordinary. Am I right? At least we can think like this, no? He is very extraordinary. Then, what is the work he has undertaken? What did he teach? What simple teaching? Love all, serve all. Hare, what's the big deal? Hare, who told you in this world, anybody has ever told you before Baba? Nobody said. He simplified entire spirituality into simple thing. Love all, serve all. Help ever, hurt never. Hey, it all should be part of you now. These things should be part of you. Basics. They are fundamentals of Sai mission. Help ever, hurt never. You want to help, help. Otherwise, just keep quiet. Don't hurt anybody. You have no right to hurt anybody. Am I right? That's what Baba said. Help ever, hurt never. Hurt never means you cannot help, just keep quiet. Just shut up. Don't hurt. You have no right to hurt anybody. Don't hurt anybody. Because when you hurt others, you are hurting your own self. Because God is in every human being. Love all, serve all. You take any scriptures, finally it lands up there only. He has given the most beautiful teachings, the core of the teachings, love and service. You can dig any scripture, any religion, without these two fundamentals, love and service, human being or any living being cannot survive on this planet Earth. Just think, you should apply your mind and think. Is it possible to survive on this planet without love and service? Do anybody think that a human being or any living being can survive on this planet without love and service? Anybody thinks, please raise your hands. Do anybody think? No, it's not possible. When you are born, if your mother doesn't love you, give you milk and right time, or change your diapers, give you bath, everything, we are just so vulnerable, am I right? Somebody out of love gave you so much care till you stand, till you talk, till you do, till you go to school, so much care. That's why Baba says, gratitude is very, very important. Gratitude to whom? Gratitude to the people who have helped you, who has been part of you. And gratitude to God. That's why Baba is always insisting. You should be... One thing is, in even Indian scriptures, it says, Mahavishnu, when he talks about again this Sahasranama, he says, Krutagnagnaya Namaha, which means he forgives anybody and everybody. You do any wretched thing, still you can forgive. But ungrateful people he will not forgive. That is what it says. Gratitude. Your parents. How many of us tell our father, how many of you tell father, I love you? We feel little shy, or we feel some diffident. How many of us have told any time to your father? How many of you told your father any time, I love you, father? Only 3-4 of you have told. Go and tell, you see the magic in their eyes. How many of you told your mother, I love you, mom? Please do tell them. It's a very, very, very potent weapon. Because you are not able to do this. We are only receivers till then. Am I right? If somebody gives you a pen or a pencil, what do you say? What do we say? Thank you. Am I right? If somebody shared some donut, what do you say? Thank you. If somebody shared a nice cookie, what do you say? Thank you. Oh, you gave a cookie nicely. Am I right? How old is he? By then you are... Okay, this young fellow is there. How old are you? 24. So 24 years. Just not only you, everybody can apply themselves. But I'm just telling you, you are 24. So how many times you have food in your in a day? 3 times. Okay, 3 times. How many days in a week? 7 days. I think morning breakfast is not there today. Okay, 7. How many days in a month? 30. How many such months? 12 months in a year. Okay. So 365 days in a year. You are 24. You are at home. You are very much at home. So 365 into 24. How much it will come to? Somebody has a calculator, or somebody not so weak in maths, can you tell me how much? It will come to roughly around 7,500. Am I right? Yes. 7,500 days. Am I right? 365 into 20. Huh? 365 into 24 is 9,000. You have a calculator? 8,000. Okay. 8,000 and 3 sessions you are telling. So 8,000 into 3? How much? Hey, very weak man, maths. 24,000. Am I right? 24,000. Okay, we discount 4,000. We discount because you would have eaten somewhere like, today for last 1-2 weeks. But 20,000 times mother would have fed us. How many times we have said, thank you, mom? 20,000 times. My. Have you ever thought? Mummy must have fed you. Somebody gives a cookie, you will say, thank you, ma. Boy gives cookie, thank you. If a girl gives cookie, thank you, thank you, thank you, will say. Mummy also is giving you 20,000 times. What are we doing? And to give that 20,000 times, how much father would have supported? How many times we have said, Daddy, we love you? Just think, we need to. That's how Baba taught us how to be grateful. How enormous each individual makes sacrifice for your existence. Each family member in society, everybody gives a bit of space for you to grow. So grateful to the family, grateful to the society. If you have grown into a very big thing, somebody helped you, somebody made you something, gave you the space, allowed you to grow, allowed you to enjoy. How it happened? So grateful to the society. So it goes from individual, I to we. Baba says, Vesti is individual, Samisti is community. So you are part of the community. You don't have any individual existence. You have an individual existence only to yourself. Only you are a societal. Human beings are all societal. So we need to give back. What do you give back? Not hard time. Give back the good times. How do you give the good times? By following the teachings of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Love all, serve all. Help ever, hurt never. No money is involved in this. Not great money. But be yourself. Baba always says, be yourself. All of us are created, all of us are structured in such a way that we are not to hurt anybody. We are not here to do anything which is, that's why we say, somebody is misbehaving, oh, he misbehaves like an animal. Am I right? We say that. Hey, he behaves like an animal. Why do we say? Because we can attribute certain things like only animal behavior. Otherwise, of course, nowadays, I saw one board somewhere near this Kodaikanal. A lot of tourists go and litter. So they have said generally animals don't litter. They don't litter their jungle so much. That forest, they don't make all dirty the forest. Even they make in one place only. They have some systems. Some of the rhinos are known for this. Rhinoceros, rhino. Rhino doesn't go and defecate anywhere and everywhere. They have a place in the forest. They go there only. They don't go everywhere and anywhere. They don't do all that. Like that. So there's a board. Please do not litter. Be like animals. Board. They have written big board. Please behave like animals. Please do not litter. See the contrast we are doing. Whatever we do, don't litter our mind. Please don't put all the garbage into our mind. Clean it up. When some visitor is coming to your home, do you clean up your place or no? What you do? You put some blanket there, all dirty place. What do? Clean up the place. So that the guest, when he comes, you call somebody. If your home sofa is bad, very dirty, will he feel like sitting there? Will he? No. Will he? No. Little while, if he is little embarrassed, he may sit, but he want to get out from there. Am I right? If your home sofa itself is dirty and he cannot sit, if your home sofa, if some guest is invited, you make up your house. When you want to invite God inside, how clean it should be. Please think about it. How do you expect God to be in your heart, in your mind, which is filled with all other unwanted things? We need to give him a clean seat for him to sit. Again, clean seat means it is not morning Suprabhatam. Again, see, don't mix up. That's why I'm again and again telling, Swami never allowed us to do this. Don't mix up. Make spirituality part of your life. Study well. Do good job. Wear good clothes. Nice, drive good car. No issue. But be a beautiful human being. Very loving human being. Very lovely human being. Let people wait to be in your company, not to just wanting to run away from you. Swami used to say ABC. You know what is ABC? ABC of life? Avoid bad company. Avoid bad company. Tyaja durjana samparkam. Bhaja sadhu samagamam. Kuruhitam ahoratram. That is what it says. Tyaja durjana samparkam. Swami used to say, run away from bad company. Not walk away. Run away from bad company. Tyaja durjana samparkam. Bhaja sadhu samagamam. Bhaja sadhu samagamam. Be in a company of good people. Not well clothed or nicely put all perfume and all. Sadhu samagamam. People who are good hearted. People who are nice. People who are loving. Kuruhitam ahoratram. Whenever it is possible. That's why Baba said, help ever, hurt never. Baba is so simple. And at the age of 14 he came till, the beauty of Swami is, he's like, man on mission. Never looked back. He came, he had his purpose, wanted to teach you, wanted to show you how to do service, everything, meticulously. How many ever people try to distract him, he won't. So many times it happens, he won't. And so focused. You must learn. If you ask me what I learned at Swami's feet, you can't be more focused than him. He's so focused. Each project, if by any chance he started a project, he's so focused. He will be, how hospital, they keep saying miracle. With less than 1 year, they built an hospital. How? It is because Baba is so focused. He'll be only talking about it. He will be only talking to the people. Whoever comes there, he'll be talking about only hospital. Morning, evening, afternoon, he'll be talking about the hospital only. He will go to the bed when he retires to his room in the night. Morning again he comes back, he'll say, hey, what happened? As if something can happen in the night. No. But he is always reinforcing the positivity into that. That's why the strong will. That's why God, where there's a will, there's a way. You have a strong will, that becomes the reality in front of you. That's why Baba, his strong will made all these realities. It's a small village with 40-50 houses, hutments. Today it's a thriving town. Today Puttaparthi, all the way you are coming, how many hours it take? 9 hours for you, 10 hours for you? Imagine, this place, now you are planning to come, 100 people or young fellows leaving everything behind, keeping aside so much for you to do when you get back, but still you all left everything and come back. Come here. What a beautiful oasis God has created. So, I think I have taken a long time. Enjoy yourself. Take these 14 days when you are going back. When you go to Samadhi area, please tell him to accompany you. Swami, I had a lovely time in 14 days. Little difficult at times, it's okay. Because morning you have to get up, it was a bit chill, and they said Suprabhatam also all together. You went for Suprabhatam? When was it? Yesterday? Day before. Morning. You enjoyed it? It's very nice. Actually, once in a way you must go. It's very nice, and especially Prasanthi Nilayam in mornings is very beautiful. If you 4:30, the Vedam, the Suprabhatam, the Nagar Sankirtan, it's out of the world. It's out of Swami used to say, the angels and gods used to come for his darshan and to see him, meet him, talk to him, take advice or whatever, to report to him in the mornings. So many angels will be unknownly, going around. That's why we feel so elated. Birds chirping and so divinely charged atmosphere. If you go on 4:35, absolutely electrifying and divinely filled vibrations you feel. Why? Because God has set his foot in every inch of this land. So that's why this power of that much energy is here. So keep coming back whenever you pray to him that, please allow me and give me the strength and energy and the means to come back. He will help you to come back. And whenever you are going back from here, Swami, I had a lovely time, 14 days, but I am not taking leave of you. I am taking you with me. Just tell him and ask him to accompany you. He will do the magic for you in your life. Okay? God bless you. Thank you.